Hello again, little fishies. My name is Josh Mendoza, and you may not know this, but I am Puerto Rican. Yes, as hard as it is to believe, I am of the PR descent. And you know what I probably love the most about being Puerto Rican?
The food.
Indeed, the food is the best part of the whole culture. But you want to know my favorite dish of all time? It is called Arroz con Gandules. It is Puerto Rican rice with pigeon peas. But here is the pregunta, that means question, my little Spanish Jedis in training. Where did that come from? What's the history of the dish? Was it a person that came up with it, a group of people, or tradition passed down? Will we ever know the answer?
Oh yeah.
Like praying.
To first understand the dish, you must understand where the food itself is from. It was passed down from different ethnic groups. First, the native Tejanos. They started the development of Puerto Rican food, and they invented barbacoa, not chupacabra, barbacoa, which is a way to barbecue meat. They also used a pion, which helped pulverize ingredients and is still used to this day. Then the Spanish came. They brought all new ingredients to the PR palette. The native population later began to dwindle, and the Spanish overtook the culinary department. Then they brought African slaves, and the Africans started to influence the way of cooking. They introduced how to fry food, leading to delicious foods such as pastelillos and alcapora. They also brought plantains, and that is one of the best sides and appetizers in Puerto Rico. In my opinion, hands down, it's the truth. The last main influence was America. In 1898, Puerto Rico became a U.S. territory. Then in 1970, they became U.S. citizens.
Are you a citizen of this country, Ramon?
Yes, I'm a citizen. Are you crazy?
That led to American influence. So of course PR started to get some McDonald's and Walmarts, but the food also started to get patriotized. Now that you know the main groups that influenced some of the best food of all time, how did the staple of Puerto Rico come to be? Well, it all started with the Spanish. When they came over, they brought rice. They also brought a certain way to cook it. Most of the time it was used as food. No, really? Yeah, it was used as food. And then when the Africans came, they showed people how to cultivate it and use it as seed. In the 16th century, that was when the rice started to boom in Puerto Rico. New ways of cooking it started to come in, as well as compound rice, which is cooking rice while incorporating other things such as legumes and meat. Most often, they were combined with things that were in season. Arroz con gandules means rice with pigeon peas, and there is a reason that is one of the main dishes. During the times of celebration, pigeon peas were in season, so people would have arroz con gandules, making it a staple of Puerto Rican food and the national dish. So now, if you're ever in a Puerto Rican restaurant, you'll know what to order. And why is that important? Because technically, Puerto Rico is a part of America, and it's our duties as Americans to know what is part of this great country.
I like to be in America, okay by me in America, everything free in America.
For a smoke in America.
Okay,